So again, work slave energy is behind this. Somebody could have lied, a prisoner of war. Somebody is maybe not a prisoner of war. And again, work slave energy, if somebody has somebody bound by the feet in some type of manner, okay, like me, thinking that I was married and in a relationship and finding out that these people could have been inseminating me with other people's children and trying to make it seem like it was a whore or something like this. You get what I'm saying? Whatever they was doing back then, also replicating my energy or cloning me, copying off of me and sharing it with these other people that are not supposed to be in the room. This is yeah, but deceived and betrayed. Okay, somebody that was acting above me could have tried to deceive and betray me with my Ace of Cups. We also got grandchild here. Okay, excuse me. Somebody could have did something to somebody's grandchild, or this is Don's grandchild that's trying to access and be the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Swords and be in a legal situation. This could also be this karmic tarot energy. All right. The truth is that somebody been in the clouds already or in the heavens pre-Columbian or colonial era. Okay. And this person do not practice polygamous or polygamy. Okay. Um, this person does not, it was not supposed to be in a polygamous relationship. Okay. So if somebody was doing this behind this person's back, I don't know. Okay. um Again, the work slave, like I said, that could have been me, not really in my own reality, whatever this is. Okay, we also got forced conversation with these damn gnats is about to get on my nerves. We don't even have no fruit in here. Okay, so somebody could be forcing conversations. That means that they could be breaking into my Akashic records. They could be using some scientific floor in order to bust open conversations or something like this. Okay. And again, somebody's calling this love, but this love person could be somebody that deceived and betrayed people in order to try to raise above me, or they was in my Akashic records lying about what they saw. Um, Somebody could be doing this. This could also be this. Oh, this could also be this. Could also be this. A grandchild of Don. I don't know who this is, but we got this alchemy games energy. These people could be. I don't even think that that's that person. I think that that's Sophia, and I think that they gave this person a face transplant. Like a lot of these people, they gave these people face transplants. They could have liked the shape, like got these people to lose weight or get some kind of way or something like this. Okay, yeah, we got the reign of the wicked red king. Somebody could get real red in the face. This could also be. Remember, I told y'all the boy Alfonso. He used to have red in his face. Now, there could be somebody that's like in a high position, like, oh, I take care of mine or something. Oh, or my girl, what can you say? But somebody's holding on to one of my clones that could look like somebody like could look like uh it could look like Donald Trump. It could look like Saddam Hussein or something. She kind of looks, I call her she. She kind of looks the same as both of them. It's kind of in a strange way. I don't know. But somebody could be hiding that clone. Okay. This could also be a dangerous game because if I'm supposed to be the president right now, Martin Luther King's so-called daughter, with the prophecy, um, this could make a lot of sense. Even if John Ramsey could be an offspring or a splice of Martin Luther King, it can make a lot of sense with the John Benet Ramsey. It can make a lot of sense about why I feel like they have a clackly. They have been attacking many of my bodies or something this whole time. It's all in some type of thing. Maybe that has something to do with prominent people or even prominent people in the underworld, Middle Easterners, things like this. When it comes to the midst of the garden. Everybody's trying to move God out of the way. This is the living version of God on earth, or whatever this is. So nobody's going to change me thinking that. Nobody's going to try to force it down my throat or bully me or something like this. Because even when I was thinking about, somebody could be like, oh, well, that's somebody's grandchild. Even when I just showed y'all those pictures, and I showed y'all that this picture right here. Because it's almost like they like, oh, well, let's just do this. We will just say that. Let me show you. And somebody says, oh, let's just do this. We will just say that, you know, I'm going to show you one thing. Okay, if I can find the picture. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to be tormented because I'm different or something like this on this planet by these people. It seemed like the problem, I don't know, like all these people have been moved around or all these other things or something like this, and I wasn't, right? So, I don't know. Let's see. All I do know is that there's something strange about the way my body is working right now, and I've never had any of these issues before. Here it is. Hold on. So I really do think that they have done something really sinister to like change me. I was also picking up, somebody's like, oh, are you ready? Like death or Anubis is here. And I told you better go over there to KD in Kenosha next to 7854 and go pick up that person, because that's the person that's supposed to be going into death. That's what I said. Also, somebody could have even hid something with this root of Jesse, because this child kind of looked more like my Uncle Jesse on this picture. See? That's the Uncle Jesse, and that's this child here. But if I think about it, this kind of, I'm not going to say who it looked like. Because I don't know how somebody with this like body shape or something would end up looking like Ivanka. I don't know. All right. But I kind of can see a little bit of something there. Okay. But I know how these people operate. Somebody is made by China. It's a fake chain or a fake person. What it is they cannot have the Empress chained to anybody of power right now. They would look stupid if they was looking at me. They would look stupid if they was looking at me. This is also this gang of people that want me to feel stupid or make me feel like I'm not who I said I am, or they're navigating everything around it not be. This is like somebody that killed my whole family and recreate them and recreate them with clones in order to make it seem like I don't fit in, or that somebody is not the feather or something like this. Okay. It's something like that. All right. Also, something about the first time. I don't know if somebody, I don't know what this is. The first time. Because whatever this is, you know, a lot of this is very unnecessary. Because first of all, like I said, if these people was gay, or if these people are trying to charge at me because they know that they did something wrong, you don't even have the right to pick up the first stone or something like this. You don't even have you don't have the right to pick up the first stone. So you're not even talking to me. Somebody could have capsulized or something a person's eggs here, and this person shouldn't have did this. This could be somebody that was from the underworld that was pretending like they was the Empress to have a child by somebody. Somebody was not somebody's wife. That means that they're not the widow of this person. This is some underground rubbish or something. And then we have this energy here, the King of Staves. I don't know. Yeah, light up. This could also be something about somebody planting drugs or on a person, or I don't know what this is, okay? Let's move on. I don't want to sit in this energy anymore. Because it's like somebody's heart is in the Middle East and somebody's having a childbirth somewhere else. They're birthing something somewhere else in their heart. This could mean somebody you love is a ow, I almost bit my cheek. Somebody you love is in the Middle East, or somebody actually did a heart transplant and your heart is in somebody else in the Middle East, and you could have somebody else's heart. Okay? All right. So let's do like something more of a freestyle. Sexual minority. That could also have something to do with somebody like dealing with you in another, like having to ship somebody or take somebody to another place in order to have sex with them. I don't understand that. All right, but if these people have already, they couldn't wait and they already been doing it, then they already broke some type of moral laws or some type of law or something already anyways. So that's like all respect and titles. All right. If somebody was doing this to the Empress, okay, so this could be something to try to keep somebody in a because these people ain't gonna, we just might as well go full throttle with God, right? Because these people ain't gonna, what these people want to keep these titles and they wanted to get something that they didn't work for. It been so easy, something been opened up. They was easily able to bind me or try to get rid of me or discredit me or something like this. They're not trying to give up this. They want to defile God or sneak and do whatever this is. They're not trying to give up whatever this power is that they think that they have. They're not. We also got Queen of Cups energy with this dementia energy. This could, I was listening to somebody with dementia and I was like, this person ain't got, this person is actually smart. This person knows something. Dementia people, they be picking up on something from a different radar. Now, I was just thinking about this like probably a week ago, and then I saw somebody. Like, I saw somebody in real life having this, and then I started watching videos like a year ago, and then I saw something like a week ago, and it clicked, or a couple days ago, and it clicked. I said, wait, they're like seers a little bit. They're exposing things that when people are like, oh, you talking crazy, or don't, or they say, oh, really? And they entertain it. These people are really actually having something to say. It's like they're dropping jewels or something like this. You know how like maybe a child is just overactive and then they try to say they ADD and you got to give them this medicine or something. Where again, with some of these people, it's some type of intelligence that's activated possibly in some of these people. I'm not going to say all because I'm not a doctor, right? But you know, anything to keep people with these titles or whatever this is, or to disregard or what somebody could be saying, okay? If you forget things or something like this, this could also be because a lot of people are drinking off of somebody's Ace of Cups and they need it. You see how somebody is watching and listening to what they painted this picture and then sharing it with all these people, okay, from this Ace of Cups. This is people you don't know from Adam, okay? They just are being nosy, or they're just defiling something or something like this that they're not supposed to, or they're just seeking the face of God and they're going to die. Also, the nerve of these people to show up in your life one way, in the public eye one way, and in the dark another way. None of these people are coming in as their true selves. And we know that these manipulators and liars and all this stuff and these thieves, you know, something like this, they're not supposed to be in heaven. Because they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do to keep manipulating things, even if heaven, the fake heaven on earth is the government. They're not supposed to be in those positions because they're going to find out how to scam people from the top. It's just the way that it's going to happen. Look, we got William, Prince of Orange. On the other side of him stood his sickly, ill-shapen son. Now, somebody could be saying somebody is bad built. I'm also seeing how these two people kind of look the same, but they from two different sides of my family. And there could have been somebody here, or this could be somebody else that was sitting over here on this side. All right. Or again, we could be looking at this energy here. This could be the dancer energy. Okay. And this could be somebody that could be looked at as bad built at that time. This person was going through puberty at that time. I could be looked at somebody that is bad built. These people could have had something to do with ending the life of my real family or my real father or something like this. And they could be trying to scare me away from saying something or whatever. It's like, even my daughter came home and was like, you look just like your dad. Okay. I was thinking about what Cardi B said. Oh, something, you look like your dad, or you built like your dad, or I don't know, something like this. Okay. So these could be other people. There's something circulating around here, y'all. Okay. You know, maybe people like, I ain't even gonna go there, 'cause I ain't gonna bring other people in and say what I feel like they saying, but to be anything like this. Okay. But it says Philip, this person in this picture, they got a brother named Philip. The person in the middle. Also, the Philip that looked like Krishan's baby. That's her brother. It says who was taking over the duties his father was laying down. Okay. But somebody's father wasn't laying down, because I just seen the King of Swords in reverse in my head. It was just here earlier. All right. Now, or this wasn't what the father said. Somebody was doing something else. In a few years, these two young men were to be bitter enemies, and William of Orange was this to be the leader of the Dutch armies in their struggles and religion and the political liberty. It says, see Philip, kings of Spain. Now, we also got Charles. At the time Charles abdicated, William was 22 years old. At the age of 11, he had succeeded to the little principality of Orange, okay, in southern France to possess. This could also be somebody hiding the fact that somebody wanted somebody else's lover or son or something like this, or their boyfriend or their somebody like this. And this person could have took this person and been having some children or something like this. Because I'm even looking at this. How I said on that ride with my daughter, at the time my boyfriend kind of looked like, well, he'd have been my so-called spouse at that time. But he kind of looked like this person on that ride, making duplicates of something. Could be the daughter. It could be one of our daughters. It could be, this shit is real life, okay? So, something like this here. Somebody could be covering up something, like about a lover situation, or how these people were cross-contaminating or cross-breeding, okay? It says at first the struggle was a losing fight, okay? And William was defeated and was obligated for a long time to take refuge in Germany. It says misfortune dodged his footsteps, but he did not despair. With God's help, he wrote, I am determined to go on. And on he did until finally in 1581. This could also be 1981. The 7 northern provinces, this could be the seven nations of the north of the Netherlands, issued a formal declaration of independence, just as the 13 American colonies did 200 years later. Okay. So let's see. Unlike Washington, William did not live to enjoy the fruits of the struggle to which he had given his life, but his place as the creator of a nation is just as firmly fixed. Okay. So somebody could have been going off to be of a nation. Okay, these could be still earthly fathers. All right. Um, it's almost like we battling people that is not even here no more or something, or they're not relevant, or we're not relevant when it comes to a certain situation. Like there's something about relevancy here, even including me. Great Britain's mirrored the empire of the sea when the humblest stations in her navy are supported by the prince of the blood or bloods. The great measure of his reign was the Parliamentary Reform Act in 1832. This opened a way to flood. So we just seen flood earlier of the other liberal measures, which continued to follow one another through Parliament long after William the what fourth, fifth, sixth, I don't know, had passed, and his niece Victoria had come to the English throne, and then we got Russell and John here. So he openly mocked at God and saints, and he every morning he got up a worse man than he laid down. So this could be somebody that was going after somebody in a group of people here. This could be people that don't live their life the same way as somebody else. Okay. Um, these could be people that don't understand other people's ways, could call people lazy, or some people could look at somebody and say that these people are too busy. This could be any old kind of way here. Willow. This could also be something like a willow tree. Like I'm noticing it right here. I'm gonna put this away because sometimes when I start going, I just keep going. I'm not trying to do that. But the willow, because I seen a wisp of willow before here in my yard. A ghostly light floating about 2 feet over a marshy place. I seen one of these. I did a video on it. I think I showed y'all pictures. I tried to capture it. Okay. All right, but that just was kind of interesting. But I was looking here. The willow is a fitting genus to go forth and inhabit the earth, for it is tolerant of all soils and acts only water. All right. Mm, I don't know if this is like somebody that can get along with all earthy energies here. They don't, but it says it only asks for water. Mm. Okay, botanist differs as the number of species of willows. Cross fertilization between the species um, does match to increase its difficulty. Like, I really think that these people have like several like clones of their children to, like, if something is being called up to the front street, they say go get that one, and they bring this up and say, see, this is my son. But at the time that wasn't your son. Somebody went back and made that your son to make sure that your real son would not be able to conquer, or I'm seeing status here in reverse in discovery. See, to not discover this, okay? Right? So that somebody can't see that this person is an organized person. They are meant to rule or organize, or they have the right to, and they are weak. And that to stop the criticism that's going on with somebody doesn't want the criticism to stop. They want the criticism or the mockery to continue on. Okay. Y'all letting like China, Islam, somebody is doing something here, and you letting them make a fool out of us. We got Will Ming Tun. So this could be also William and Ming dynasty, or the will of God in the Ming dynasty. All right. You got the black willow here, the hardy pioneer. The black widow, non-content to multiply by seed and roots, founds new willow colonies by means of its brittle twigs, especially when it grows by the water. So there's something about this is making me think about even a person here. Somebody is a person. The latter is beautiful. Okay. It says the weeping willow came originally from China, where it is a favorite tree, and though it is this could be this queen soul for real energy. All right, they could have been trying to keep a clone of me with that person's DNA, to send somebody to China or something like this. Okay, no economic value. Okay, is much cultivated throughout Europe and the United States for its beauty. Okay, this could be inside or out. It says the wood of the willow is white, soft, and light. Is more durable in the water than any other common timbers. Now, this made me think about also even my hair, because I just was having it matted up under that wig, and I finally I trimmed some of it off with the clippers yesterday, and then I finally just used a little bit of water and a little bit of shea butter, and I finally just combed out the hair from being matted. But it's really soft like butter, right? After I did that, but the hair kind of looked whitish gray. And I feel like that's just because of all the dirt or all the packing down, after I wash it. But I'm just noticing something here, okay? Because remember, back in the day, they used to use our hair or ethnic people's hair to stuff, you know, to stuff in furniture and stuff like this, to pack in chairs and sofas and stuff like that. Um, all right. But like I was just thinking about like how silky, buttery the hair is. It really don't have a curl texture or nothing. It's like, I don't know. It's just kind of strange because just a minute ago when it was packed up, it was kind of funny because my guy was like, I was like, come on, shave this off or whatever. I'm trying to get it low cut so I could just kind of brush it and stuff and straighten it and just, you know, see if it'll grow over the winter or whatever like this. And then he's like, oh my goodness, I don't even know if the clipper's gonna get through that. So it's kind of like a trick, right? It's kind of like a fooling someone, the strong delusion, right? So it only took me like a good 20 minutes. I haven't been hesitating combing the hair out. And I finally just did it. It just didn't really take no time. So it's going to be easier for me to wash it because it was just packed up under there. And it seemed like it's just the nappiest, kinkiest, dankiest hair ever. But now that I just put a little water and cream in it, it's just the softest thing ever. So I don't know. But I was thinking, like, again, something may not be valuable here. Okay. Um, this is why somebody could be trying to get rid of a person too. But this is about like Shiloh rising up here with this ward or segment, right? Not being dead, not giving up, putting all these people to rest, being the killer of mankind or the distributor. Or this could be even a battle where the Trump administration been getting rid of all of my saints and things like this and mocking me and talking about how I'm lazy or something like this. And then also draining me of my energy, right? And then sending all my people far away, or somebody could have been doing something like this here. This also where I said somebody's been compromised by Mexico because you've been doing something with Mexico for Mexico to move in more easily on us. Somebody is just bought out, period. Okay, and they about to get kicked out, period. Okay, because it ain't no sucker for me and that person. That's just it. You see, that's just it. It's just that's what this is that we talking about here. All right. This could be somebody also, it's only supposed to be one image of me. And somebody, so even if you were hiding other images of me, how dare you bring it to my face? Because I'm the one that God chose, the one that's still been sitting over here for 7 years, 20 years, doing these videos, sharing this information. It's the same me. It's the same me. So what it says is the most frequently seen in the north of Germany, in the south northwest of England, and the lowlands of Scotland. Now, I was just thinking about this Scotland energy because I was looking up when Rowan and them went to Scotland. Remember? And Cortland got stuck in that world, and the old dad or the grandfather came out. And I think he was more prone to the other people because they would just kill, and they was just crazy. They was real witches, thick witches. There wasn't no playing around there. Like, as they end up missing, probably you come up there. See, remember how they split them up? They put the one girl in the room that could see through people. They put everybody in different places. They put the boyfriend in the room, and that witch came in and slept with him at nighttime to take him away from Rowan. Something like this is going on in somebody's domain. One of the largest and best known native species is the black widow in North America. So somebody's last name could be black, somebody's name could be black. This could also be what somebody is trying to do here. Um, like dissect something here. Or this could be also why these people denied this grandfather. It could have been because the power the person could have held. It could be saying that the grandfather wasn't they're using a different system here to do the same thing. And I ain't going. So something like this. So called from its blackish bark. This could also be blackish bark, like you talk like a black person, lingo, dialect, things like this. Okay, somebody that be like, yeah, listen, okay. Okay. Yeah, these could be talking about dogs as well. I know that my coat of arms got a dog on it with a crown. Used to be jumping through the crown, but they changed it so the dog is wearing the crown. So when somebody's saying a bitch can't get a dollar out of me, they could have manipulated the coat of arms or the crest. I would have to get an old book and look at all the different types to manipulate it. Like one of these bitches or a dog is going to be wearing the crown. Or again, is this circus energy where the dogs are jumping through the hoop to get the crown that belongs to the real lion that's going to come out of this bloodline one day, like me? You understand? So this is something like this, but they say it's better a dead dog than a dead lion. Well, we ain't trying to be either one that's dead. So these people could be playing dead. You know how a dog like play dead or something like this? Mm. Hmm. That's kind of interesting. Okay. It says a tree 20 to 40 feet high, leaning over the water and streams. This is like Jesus walking over water and lakes, and is common for New Brunswick to Florida and westward to the foothills. So somebody's trying to send somebody east, but somebody could be from the west too. I don't know. From the east to the west, the foothills of the Rocky Mountains in California. Okay. The narrow, graceful yellow and green leaves usually curve to a sharp, to a sickle shape. See, we seen that sickle yesterday. This could also be about somebody's curve in their back. Okay, I don't know. Somebody could be a nice specimen. It's narrow, graceful. Okay, so the road is narrow. This somebody could just be narrow hipped, like somebody don't have wide hips. It says narrow, graceful, yellow, green leaves. Okay, this could be somebody's skin complexion could be like a yellowish green tone. You can catch this at some times of the year. It says usually curves like a sharp sickle, and the glacius willow or pussy willow, another native variety, usually grows as a shrub. It is found along the banks So maybe we seen banks in reverse. So maybe it's growing somewhere else now. Okay. Or somebody didn't let something grow along the banks, or this could be the banking system. Somebody didn't let somebody have bank or have money to make it seem like this person is broke, or they don't know how to take care of money, or they don't deserve money, or they don't get money or need money. It says of streams, you know how they say stream of income from Nova Scotia to Manito. This Manito energy or Manitoba, and throughout the eastern. So again, there we go back with the eastern area in the middle western states. So again, this here. This could be like I just said, from the sun, go from the east to the west. All right. And it says the magnificent tall white willow found the cultivated or cultivated ground. It is probably a descendant of the white willows of Europe, which was early introduced into the United States, has become generally naturalized and has no equal among the it has no equal among the Native American willow trees. With the crack willow, it furnishes the most valuable wood of the genus. The latter is a beautiful tree, sometimes 100 feet high, with full round heads. Okay, its leaves clear green and shining on the top of the whitish underneath. Most it says makes a most attractive picture as they flutter in the breeze. So this could also be somebody dancing or something like this here. Okay. All right. This could also be about backsides, butts, stuff like this, how we read the other day. All right. So somebody could be picking what version of themselves they want to come back into the earth as, just so they can denounce me or somebody else. Okay. And it's just not happening. All right. It says if somebody would have hold these options quietly, he would probably not have been molested, but William was lacking in tact and stirred up in trouble that finally in 1635 the authorities ordered him to leave Massachusetts. So somebody could be doing something like this, manipulating heavily, doing something. This could be when God told those people, you've been sitting here long enough, go about your business or something. Okay, so it says because of the illness, however, so somebody was sick or somebody is hiding an illness that they're passing around. They offered to allow him to remain until spring if he would still keep still. So somebody could have been going around like bullying people, manipulating things, even, conjuring up stuff at somebody. This William absolutely refused to do, and to avoid being sent back to England, immediately he escaped to the Indians with whom he remained during the winter. Okay, so I said somebody is about to be dead. Um, Somebody is about to be dead. Okay, by the spring is what I said. Okay. But somebody could also be in Africa. And Rhode Island was founded on William's idea of complete freedom from the individual in matters of religion. So somebody don't like religion. Somebody don't like the Bible. Somebody don't like something here. They don't like it. Okay. Somebody, so whoever this is, they could have, if God chose me, they would be denying me because they don't want what God said. Like I said, I found a video, I put it up earlier, and it was kind of explaining this from like a year ago. All right. So let's see. The Wilson or Wilson. Okay. Hey Charlie, how you doing? What's this song? Okay. Woodrow Wilson, okay. Thomas came of the Scotch family preachers. Again, like I told you, some of these people could have been brought back. Some of these people, this is their grandchildren. We are the descendants, ascendants, or something like this. You know, I don't know. But this is like we talked about the will of God, or I think I said the other day, I am the will. Okay. Forget whatever else somebody else is talking about. This is the will. Okay. All right. So, rejection of the league. Again, you got all these people that could have their intel from past lives. All they would have had to do was restrict me from information from past lives. All they would have had to do was rejuvenate this and make people war against each other during COVID. And some people would have been silent and just went and made moves. Some people would have did other things. It would have been like a silent war. But if you didn't, you might not have gotten these upgrades, or you could have already had certain upgrades from God. But these people, I really do think that the shot did do something to people mentally. It's just my opinion. All right. Okay. Something is wrong, wrong, wrong. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. I'm just reading this. Domestic plants, breeding and propagation, grains, hay, bulbs, tubers, roots, YouTubers. Nothing new under the sun here. Okay. I like these books. I got the whole collection, but this was the only one that that was at the top of that box, and I just grabbed it because I just was like, let me just see what's in here. Sometimes it's interesting. So they didn't want somebody to discover something. What? That somebody's an ace of cups and I'm getting justice, or we're getting justice this time, and something is being rebuilt. They didn't want somebody to discover the chariot activity that was going against this person to make this person have to be so vicious or stand their ground anyways. All right. Let's see. Who is this ego person? Egotistical person. Knight of Swords. This could be the Knight of Swords is like this Christ coming in the clouds, but somebody's doing something on the low. Could be to knock this egotistical person off their square if they try to come at this person here. They could have sent in this person like, yeah, I found somebody better than you with this Caucasian tarot reader. But somebody's going to be looking silly at the end. Yeah, they're about to fall. Somebody could have said somebody lied under oath or something, but it's these people. Yeah, they're lying on the Holy Spirit, the Empress that had these children that's not about to be burdened by these people. They're probably about to get a new Two of Cups. They're not going to be burdened by these people. They're about to start getting whatever is due to them. Or I'm about to get what's ever due. Okay. All right. What about this criticism? Let me get one of these. Two-week migraine. Yeah. Somebody was just saying in the house that they had a headache, and I was getting a headache, but I know I just bumped my head a little bit on the wall. Okay, so. Also, the first gray hair or air. All right, let's see what else we can. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. We got television in reverse. Somebody maybe not supposed to be on television, okay? Or somebody don't want to televise this, or they don't want to show people this. Well, this could also be, my guy used to get a lot of headaches. It could have been a sign of something that this person was going through tumultuous times. But as a man, the person could have maybe just, but he don't get them no more, but he used to always get these. And there could be something showing me, like, I should have been looking more closely at that time. They could have been going through something, because we got woe right here. Okay? And then we got weak migraine. I don't know, some this crack in somebody's head. I don't know. And then we have the timid person. Okay. These timid people, these could also be grays in the upright. Television, past, present, future. I don't know. So don't even ask me. You probably already know when you're hearing it. So some grays could, okay, not even, these could be just timid people in general. Okay. They could be taking over the TV and they're not giving us the accurate news. Or they're scared to tell us the truth about something that's coming. Okay. Somebody could have even got beat up or something like this. I don't know. And they can't talk about a certain thing. Okay. A Queen of Pentacles could be in reverse. Somebody's mom could be going to jail for injustice here. Along with this Knave of Coins here. This could be somebody's mom and sister. Or these could be hijackers of the identities of your mom and your sister. Or the skin suits of your mom and your sister. That's in reverse. Eight of Swords energy in reverse. All right. Five of Swords energy. There could be a younger male coming in. I'm wondering if these two could have been like close at some point in time. Got the tiger here. And then we have this person. Okay. These could also be two masculine looking females or acting females. Somebody could have went through a transformation. They're not dead. This could be you, me, or somebody else. I'm just seeing it that way. But these people are in reverse. Something else is getting done here. Okay. We got find a way home. These people was not going to let you get home anyways. Okay. They was never going to do their job. I don't know why they're wasting their time in somebody's business. Okay. This makes me think about Alf when they was trying to fix his spaceship. And then he, at one point in time, he just knew he was about to be stuck here forever. But the one guy that was the nerd or whatever that wanted to study him, he really didn't mind. These are people lying about their connection to somebody. They go back, oh, you was over there in America for 20 years, or you was down there on Earth for 20 years to get it right with the Empress. Y'all didn't, she's a bitch, and we didn't get, and she don't want to listen to us, but they just was never doing it because they wanted to leave without doing their job or something like this anyway. They wanted to leave without doing their job because they don't like this person. Look, lovers. They was not working with the person like they were supposed to. In reverse. They Eight of Cups, or they want to leave. They want to leave somebody out. Do you get it? So why should the person even care? These is people that want you to beg them, please, or something like this. They're lying about stuff continuously because somebody's about to get a victory here. Or they don't want you to go back to wherever they're from because they might know somebody's going to hurt you there. And so they want you to get a victory here. So they could be forcing you to really find out about here and stay here. Somebody could be jealous. If you go back to planet Valdor, there could be a dad there that's been waiting to see you for 30 years, and they're going to be so jealous, right? And so they're trying to act like you died on Earth, and they just left you behind. All right? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how this channel is, okay? What is this? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's breadcrumbing a person. Or just like, I don't know. See, this person don't want to help either of these people. Both of them need something, and this person is looking over here at something else totally different. I don't know. These could be strange things that people are supposed to do for each other, and you don't know about this culture or something, or you don't believe in whatever this is. Yeah, Six of Swords. Somebody going to jail. This is like a watcher that turned the other cheek, knowing somebody need help. They're acting like they only worry about themselves, or they keeping something to themselves. They're not giving it to these two people that need something. Whether they're black or white. Somebody's not giving aid, assistance, help, or something like this. Okay. Something is getting blocked. I just feel like somebody's going to put like a news conference on, and it's not the truth. Somebody else, like out of something, they're telling the truth here. So people want you to be like a newscaster, or they want you to be something else other than a royal. These are like two nations also going back and forth about something. Ten of Pentacles with the Empress. Oh, we'll stop being mean or something like this. Yeah, but the Empress is only looking at this tower. They want the tower on this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, or this wicked mother. Now, somebody could be saying, you're the wicked mother. I'm the wicked mother. I know I'm not, but somebody was acting like, yeah, somebody denied their own child or something, or you're not their child, or somebody kidnapped somebody or did something here. You're not somebody's child or something. They're going to be burdened here by this. They could have even tried to say this about you. And in your case, this could have been, you could have been used for scientific purposes. The mother, maybe not as much, maybe not to a certain extent, not maybe not with the same status. Something is off here. Because we still talking about the Empress, 10 of coins, bringing in a tower to this person. This could be a mom bully, or this like an old lady at church that be looking at the woman, a little kid, like, ooh, you little, look at her shirt so tight or something like this. But it's like yours is too. Like, why you so hyper? It's so many other pretty girls in here that got inappropriate clothes on. Why you always focus on me? This is like one of them people that's an older woman that was always kind of mean to you or something like this. Or kind of mean to me or something like this. This could also be a Queen of Pentacles. Like, somebody swear they about getting that money, but maybe not this time. They needed to get a man this time. Somebody could have denied a child to say it's even somebody else's son, because they wanted this person to have a hard life and not live the good life. Say your father was a rock star. Okay, I don't know. Somebody lied to this person and told them you wasn't the son, or hid your true identity, or muffled up or messed up some kind of documentation so that you could be burdened and you don't get justice in the situation. I heard earlier, make you feel my pain. So this could be somebody like that. Okay. I told you, we keep picking up on this. I think we picked up on this last time. We pulled a black card. Somebody that got hit in the head or something, man. I don't know if somebody trying to push something through. This is somebody that like crossed over or something, because the top of my head right there kind of hurt. And I know when I tripped up in that room, it was dark in there, and I tripped on a pillow, and I had my big old clunky boots on, and I tripped, and I kind of was able to grab myself, and my hand slid down the wall. But I did get the side of my face, okay? And I think, I don't know how, maybe I didn't hit the top of my head, but it just feels like it. Maybe it's because I hit my face. Like, it was like a dramatic, like, cartoon character fall, sliding down the wall. Like, it was, like, ridiculous, okay? So, I don't know. Also, like, I was thinking about, I was trying to think about, like, a handicapped person or something like this. You know how in school we had handicapped kids, like, had to walk through the hallway and stuff like this. But I'm seeing somebody, like, balance. You know how you see people be walking and they be walking too fast, like tiptoeing forward. Like, it's like whatever they're doing with shots or something, they're trying to have me like, or somebody else that's attached to me, they're trying to have this person like have some type of, I don't know. Something, it would be strange for you to get this type of shit when you get this age or something. Like, I don't know. Okay? Whatever it is unjust. They're trying not to fix something that these people have to fix. We got Diablo's daughter in the reverse with the devil here. Yeah, a King of Swords could be stepping in because somebody could be acting real bratty and crazy. And that's why I was just thinking. I was like, damn. So was these people on the same neural chip because they was my friends and everything, and my boyfriend and my homies and stuff? And they knew something like a father that was a dictator or somebody that was in charge at the time. Because I was thinking, even if somebody trying to say that this best friend was my sister, or even if they're trying to say, no, her dad wasn't this, your dad wasn't this dictator, or your feather, or one of your feathers that you have this DNA trait with from your tribe. That's not who was something. It was their father. But I'm thinking with this masculine, this man that I'm thinking about as a dictator or a leader or a world leader would not have been having, like I said, unless this is all fake, it's just a game. This person would not have been allowing their daughter to be abused like that. So you mean to tell me all my high school, like even if my boyfriend wanted to do something, they could have had to drug me or do it in the dark. Nobody wouldn't dare. I'm pretty I'm pretty sure this man wanted to punch the shit out of me at some point in time, but the person never really hit me or something like this. But say I had a really close friend or cousin or something, this person was getting mopped by several boyfriends up and down the street. You couldn't have been. That's almost like what? So was these people all like around me, and then this person passed away, and then they took something over instead of giving it to me? Because it don't make no sense. Who I'm thinking about in mind would have if they treated this daughter better than me and didn't choose me because the daughter was lighter than me, or because I was something that was, you know, created by other circumstances or something like this. The person made damn good sure, all right, that I was not mistreated in my face. Now that don't matter if somebody was letting somebody rip me off, rob me, steal from me, and hurt me from the back end or in the shadows. But if a man, a dictator, or somebody this powerful at that level, what was you afraid of? What was you afraid of that? What would you have been afraid of that you, if you hated me that much, you didn't let me also have an abusive boyfriend in my reality? You get what I'm saying? That's just strange to me. Somebody and something more than God was protecting me on this earth. And that person is not here no more. And this is why, for the past 5 years, somebody's been doing something to me. This is why. Out of jealousy, because they see me at my age, they see me in motion, they see me, and somebody said, what the fuck is wrong? That wait, this girl should not be running around here acting like this and doing that's why they was wrong about their studies. They would have had to go back and change everything that they ever said about somebody that weigh 180 pounds or 210 pounds or 200 pounds, 220 pounds, whatever it is. I don't know how much I weigh because I ain't got on the thing in a long time. They would have had to rethink. Somebody that smokes cigarettes. How are you hiking and walking and running and going through this forest and everything? You ain't even out of breath. Somebody got mad. I'm not bragging about how God made me. I'm just telling you, I ain't no damn fool. You better put my shit back where it came from. Because I know what God put in me. That's all I'm saying. Something could be being restored. Nine of Wands. Could be hidden moves, because then they say, oh, people could ruin stuff. Why you telling? Get rid of these people, because no people should be going out of their limits and you don't know these people to come do something to regular civilians. That's what we have a military for. What would we have NASA for? If space aliens came and started coming and hovering over my house and abusing me, that's what they have them for. That's what we have things for. If something was crawling up from underneath the ground, under the piping system of the city, they have the municipal and they have other departments that handles that. I pay my taxes. I know you listening. I know you know the moves that's about to be made before I even know it or anybody gonna know it. Like I said, just remember that blood is on your hands. Queen of Cups is in reverse. Nobody got time because your woman know that I was the first female or I'm your first wife and your only wife, bitch, because you can't be talking about you. Listen, okay, and no piling nothing around me. So, told you that's the broke man's story. Somebody that got to continuously rob to fit that persona. So, this is the thing. Somebody you working in with the CIA and you having an affair with this, and I got to worry about this female, or what I was saying about maybe even they don't even say that. Uh-uh. No, girl, I can't wear none of y'all shoes. Feet too big. I seen it right there by the front door earlier or yesterday. Yeah, and fluffy on the inside. Unless Bun put it on. Um, yeah. So it could be something, something like that. But somebody could be protecting this person from in the lower rankings here. Oh, okay. So then I gotta worry about this person using CIA grade tools to harass me. Like this is nonsense, man. It is. We got this black dot scalp person. Knave of Wands in reverse. Boy. Somebody don't want somebody to be the queen. They want them to be in the two of cups with them. So somebody could have been ruining something. They could have stopped criticism from on high, but they don't want you to be a royal. They want you to be in the two of cups with them and come down in the south. Southwest territory, probably. I don't know. Could be south of the state, south of your something here. Star energy. This could also be somebody trying to catch, like maybe making somebody a star by catching a humiliating moment or something like this. I remember I fell off the front damn thing into the snow like 6 years ago. Actually, could be something like this, okay? But judgment could be getting called on a situation. And again, the Hierophant, somebody is getting blocked. This Hierophant could be throwing jabs at somebody because something, trying to manipulate something on TV about a situation. Like, don't believe what you're seeing on TV. This could be somebody saying, oh, somebody coming to get you to take you home to your real family. Don't believe that shit. Or somebody like, oh, this person changed or whatever. Don't believe that. I'm telling you, somebody is trying to be sneaky and get somebody to another country here. They could be saying that you fear something or you scared to face them. No, I don't want. What do you not understand? This is America. That's where I'm going to be standing. This is one nation under God. And guess what? It's not even being prejudiced about nothing, but I don't necessarily believe that the holy grounds is in another place. I believe it's right here in America. So why would I do that? Somebody could be acting timid or something like this. Ace of Cups in reverse. Maybe they're not really trusting their Ace of Cups. Somebody could be just getting back into the swing of having it back because they was blocked out for some time. Four of Swords. I just think somebody trying to be sneaky. They want to have two or more partners or something like this. Or somebody could be, like the same sex. And they don't care about anybody else knowing. They don't want me or you or their mama or their daddy. They don't want somebody knowing. I don't know why. Maybe this is somebody that want to do a divorce thing or something and they want the upper hand. Or it could just be somebody that just feel like you're going to, I don't know. Yeah, some people could be acting timid. Four of Swords, ouch. This is like man down energy here. Like somebody could be lost a job. Somebody could be coming from out of the darkness or from, I don't know, something like this. Because somebody could be a foreign entity here. Somebody could have found out that that's who they're in a union with, maybe. And they're sick. They don't trust being around this person. They'd rather be around you. Okay? Somebody could be real. Could have been going through a lot of stuff here. Or something like this. Somebody could have been celebrating with these people. Somebody could be in Alaska. I don't know. Washington, something like this. They could have been celebrating with some people. And then they got shipped away. Somebody could have been partying with some people. Somebody could have picked up on somebody's timid personality. What is being said on TV is not the truth here. somebody's crept up on somebody or something, hit them in the head or something. What they saying is not true. This could also be the strength card energy, that bullet. Somebody keep on seeing that. Like somebody, yes, they're resilient because of what they went through if they did get harmed or something. But that is the strength is more about the resilience of a person that you could clearly see went through a traumatic experience or was harmed or they told that they was not gonna be able to walk again and with the zombie thing. So it's kind of like with that card earlier, somebody could be still this could also be like a miracle. Somebody got shot in the head, but the brain is the bullet is in their head, but they still able to be resilient and stand up and have a speech in 1 month and people like, what? Something like this, okay? But I'm just getting two things here. Somebody like, oh, well, you're never going to be able to move this. You're going to have to get your leg amputated or something. And 1 month later, they up walking around with an amputated leg. Like something is like this. But again, whatever they was doing, celebrating, people could probably look down on this as an older man or a hermit or a god energy. They don't want nobody to know what they were doing when they could be somebody, what did we say? Something about fetishes. Somebody could be in a fetish group. They don't want nobody to know what they was doing. But people could be on it about what this person was doing. And the chariot could be coming after this person here. 5 of Swords. Okay, this Rosemont energy. Somebody could know more about what happened with this Rosemont situation. And then we got the 4 of Wands with a union in reverse. So since this person broke off a union or something, these people could be coming at them. Ace of Cups in reverse, King of Coins in reverse, full card energy. Yeah, something. Okay. Ooh, wow. Okay, so hold on one second. This could be past. Somebody